Hey there, Poke fans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt. We're going to continue our seasonal rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. Happy Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. I am so glad for the weekend, but I do apologize for not posting anything yesterday. I had technical difficulties that made it really hard for me to record. Turns out I just had programs that needed to be updated to actually let me to record on OBS again. I'm not sure why these updates needed to be there so that it can work properly, but it does now, so I can't complain too much. But yeah, that's the reason why I wasn't able to record or post anything for yesterday, but we're here today and I've got plenty of content to record and plenty to do. It's actually kind of funny. I'm probably going to spend a lot of Sunday editing just because of the fact that holy crap, I have so much. I'm going to record a ton for next week and this weekend, so I'm actually super excited. I'm also rebuilding the team, not all of it, obviously. I am going to be doing Calyrex because I think that he can obviously change the choice specs while being like a cool thing. Has bitten off more than I could chew, realistically. He's one of the Pokemon that's heavily countered, and I don't have a way to stop the counter. Realistically, if I had a couple of changes to him to make it so that he hits a little bit stronger, probably makes it a little bit better. But because I don't have any of those changes, it makes playing with them like really hard, realistically. And I kind of want to have a different person in that slot that doesn't affect anyone else. And again, like I want to replace Raging Bolt, but he's so good against Trick Room teams that just heavily rely on that. But he's directly countered against Ice Rider, and I can't do anything to save him. It's either I get hit with Glacial Lance and it's super effective, or I get hit with High Horsepower and it's super effective. And both are terrible against Raging Bolt. He's got like the same defenses, right? They're 225, and I invested a lot into his HP and gave him the Assault Vest, so special defense is like really good, but he's not getting any defenses that actually matter. And I don't really want to change up I don't want to give him like a Grassy Seed or Electric Seed to give him, a boost, or a Psychic Seed to give him a special defense boost. I don't think any of that's actually going to work. Although a +1 to special defense might be really fun for Raging Bolt. I think that's going to be higher than what the Assault Vest could realistically offer. Maybe. I think math-wise, it's actually weaker, but I would have access to all my stuff. So it's weird. Anyway, I do have some options that I do want to use for the team. I know there's a set that I would really love to do with the Ogerpon, and I would love to see if she can actually utilize that set. And I think it would be like a really cool idea to run with it. So I have a couple of things that I would like to try, probably give those a shot, or at least building them on Saturday and then giving them a shot hopefully for next week or further on, just because I like where my team is at, but I also need to start making changes to the teams, because what I'm currently seeing now on the ladder is Scarf Miraidons. I have a lot of Trick Room teams, and soon both of those things are going to be tremendously hard to counter if I'm not able to do it. So our ranking is going to drastically change. But if we are able to capitalize of what the current changes are on the ladder, I don't think that we'll be suffering too much, but we will have to keep that in mind going forward. So wish me luck. I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. We're going to get into our battles, and I'll see you guys at the end. So again, wish me luck, because I'm definitely going to need it. Okay. Ooh, we have Rhyperior, Torkoal, Oranguru, Girna, Calyrex, and Annihilate. Ooh, that's the only Pokemon. Okay. So everyone else on that particular side is not that difficult to deal with, right? I can deal with every single one of them. It is Annihilate that I have to worry about, because he's immediately going to, it's a checkmate Pokemon. Final Gambit, this is going to be really hard to deal with, and everyone on my team is not 218 outside of Raging Bolt, which is 232. So he'd survive against Final Gambit, but no one else is going to. Actually, Calyrex would survive too, because he's a ghost type, and Final Gambit's a fighting move, so it would not affect him at all. We're going to get set up with Ogerpon and Urshifu, and then we're going to bring in Calyrex Calyrex and Zama as our counters. Obviously, this is a heavily relied upon Trick Room strat, so we're going to be using that to our advantage because we've already been in situations like this before outside of Annihilate and Rhyperior, but I don't think we have anything to worry about Rhyperior. He might be one of those picks that I don't know about, but we'll find out. All right, so it's a Rangaroo and Annihilate. That suggests this is not a set that I have to be worried about. But if I play this wrong, I am going to be suffering quite a bit. So I don't want to Terrasilize in case if it does get wasted. So I'm not going to be able to outspeed. Especially if they activate. I am going to activate Terra. I'm going to go right after Oranguru, and I'm just going to hit the Annihilate. One of them's going to go down. But I want to do as much damage as I possibly can to Oranguru. See if I get the KO there. I don't know his calcs to mine, so it is one of the random Pokemon that I don't have the calcs for, but it's just Annihilate, man. It's just Annihilate. What are you going to do? It is Final Gambit. You are going to go to... Okay. I knew it. Like, in the back of my mind, it's like, it's going to be Final Gambit. It's going to hit someone. And I didn't want to use my Terra just because of that specific situation. Surging Spikes. There's the 1, 2, and 3. Are you going to activate Trick Room? You probably are. Yep, there it is. Taunt could have helped, but I think this one actually does carry Mental Herb as a item on tap. So obviously there's not a whole lot that I can do to get out of that. Calyrex comes out on their side and Zama comes out on mine. So this is probably like a double Glacial Lance or high horsepower, depending on how they want to do it. Now this is, I wish I had my Terra because this would be perfect. This would absolutely be perfect. Because I have Zama, I am actually set for the most part, but Terra is probably going to go on to Calyrex, and I don't think they're going to activate Glacial Lance. So the problem is, like, I want a body press. I really do. I really want a body press. And I would survive, but an Instruct... No, Oranguru is slower than Calyrex? You know what? Just in case, I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to go right into Oranguru to get the KO. Here's Terra. It's going to go to Calyrex. It is, and it's water. Ground? Oh, what? Oh, high horsepower. High horsepower. That gets a boost. My guard. So they definitely made the single target to Zama. And this is going to be instructed. Yep, here it is. Oh, it's Urshifu. Okay. I mean, it's still instructed. He's still going to get the KO. Does it hit the same target or does it go to another one? Yeah, so it's okay. I mean, it was a 50-50. Like, I could have, but I should have known better, to be honest. I should have known better. All right, Calyrex, come on out. Calyrex has 2 abilities. It's too nervous to eat the berries. I'm gonna body press. I'm actually just gonna focus on Calyrex. Actually. I mean, one of my Pokemon's gonna go down anyway. And I believe... Oh, that technically both of them are gonna go down. Okay, I'm gonna go here. And... yeah, we'll just go there. This is a +1. Terra Ground. Yep. Into Calyrex, it's a play. Yep. Okay. I mean, it was really hard. They brought out Final Gambit, and I couldn't really counter, and I didn't have an access to a Terra. Oh, Encore to Wide Guard. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, but it failed. Yeah, we're good. There's not a whole lot that we can do now. They were able to shut down my strat pretty early by taking down Ogerpon, thinking that maybe he could have done something. But again, Oranguru normally carries the Mental Herb, so Trick Room would have gotten off at that same time. It would have been minus one Pokemon, and I could have swapped out to Calyrex there to kind of eat that Final Gambit. Well, does it actually... It says it's not effective, so it wouldn't work per se, right? It would just say that, oh, it doesn't affect the ghost type Pokemon, so it just doesn't do anything? Or does the effect still go off? Like, I'm trying, like, my thought process is that it would still work like Explosion. Like, the move would go off, and unless you have Damp or you're like a ghost type Pokemon, you wouldn't be affected by it unless you have Galvanize, but still, it would still work, right? You would just explode, but then none of the other Pokemon are affected by it. Or would it go, or would it do like the whole like Dragon Fairy thing where it's like, okay, Scale Shot into Fluttermane, and it just goes, no, that doesn't work. Like, does the actual effect still go off, or does the effect not go off because, you know, it is a ghost type, you know? I'd love to test that out. Okay, we've got Calyrex, Shadow Rider, Rhydon, Raging Bolt, Lilligant, Whimsicott, and Farigiraf. Okay, so we do have Sun Team with Trick Room being a counter if that is something that they need to do or like stop, but it's majority fast Pokemon outside of Raging Bolt and Farigiraf. That doesn't mean that it's still not a good strategy to use. It just means that I have to plan accordingly to make sure that I'm not being swept somewhere. I'm gonna bring in, since they have Sun, Urshifu would actually be like the worst pick, but I could bring in Ogerpon that's actually gonna take advantage of the Sun. Raging Bolt is going to be an issue because I don't have a fairy type. I mean, Whimsicott's here, but he's not, it's not meant to do damage. Like, yeah, it does quite a bit, and I love like the crap out of Whimsicott. It's one of my favorite pranksters in the game. It's not going to be able to solve all the problems though. We'll bring in Calyrex, Ogerpon, and Sama. Now, if I had Rayquaza here, I wouldn't worry about Sun at all. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just bring out Ogerpon and call it good because, yeah, good luck everyone else. If the strat works what I would like it to, it's literally Airlock comes out, turns off weather effects, and Urshifu can go ham. All right, Koraidon and Whimsicott. Okay. 2 abilities. Okay, they can't eat anything, which is totally fine. They have to Flame Charge into Calyrex though, but I don't think that's really gonna matter. I deal generally outspeed Koraidon, but I have to set off Tailwind, and then I'm just gonna Astral Barrage. Okay, they're gonna protect the Koraidon first, which is fine. I do like the shiny Whimsicott. All right, that's a 50-50, or they are generally faster. Because it's not bad, or it's not worse to assume that people are using Scarf on pranksters now, just because people are using Scarf on a literal Pokemon like Rhydon. Well, okay, I don't have to worry about Encore now, but that's okay. That is literally okay. But now that's a +1 Calyrex. You are in trouble unless you have a Terra that is actually super effective against mine, which might be the thing. But we are at even spheres. I'm just gonna go for it. Right, even okay. I was gonna say, like, I mean, this is a really short match, to be honest. I literally knocked down one Pokemon and got a boost, so either they felt like their strat just like fell through at that point, because we're at even speed tiers. We both used Tailwind, and Whimsicott did have either the stronger 50/50 or it had something that outsped. I'm not sure. It is unlikely that it's Scarf, but I'm not ruling out that possibility for sure. Okay. Ooh. Watermain, Raging Bolt, Arceus, Groudon, Root Bonnet, and Incineroar. So Photosynthesis, so Sun Team. Do we know what Arceus is gonna do? I don't know. It's not a regular Arceus that I can see. Might be a Fairy type, might be a Fire type. I'm not 100% sure. But there's only one Pokemon I really have to worry about here, and that's Root Bonnet. So I think we'll go Whimsicott and Ogerpon. Maybe not. No, they are. They're definitely going to be using Root Bonnet. There's no reason why they're not. Absolutely no reason why not. Calyrex and Zama. We're not going to bring in Urshifu because of Groudon. Sun, obviously. Again, if I had Rayquaza, this would be a different equation. I could bring in 2 physical legends and just swap out one of my physical attackers to be a special attacker. I could potentially have Zama, Rayquaza, and Urshifu and not have Ogerpon in the party, but I really do enjoy having Ogerpon in my party. It answers the fire grass core for the fire water grass, and Urshifu does come in. I just have to deal with the water, but I could also take out Zama and bring out Rayquaza. Have someone else with Wide Guard. That could do it. I do need a special attacker. All right, we have Arceus and Fluttermane. So are you fire, Arceus, by the way? I'm gonna adjust my mic, so if you guys hear that, it's mic adjustments. Let's check. You are fire. Okay. So I want to Terrasilize, and I'm gonna Tailwind, Terrasilize, and I'm gonna go straight into Fluttermane to get the KO. Because I don't know exactly what Arceus is gonna do. I mean, it could use Judgment, which is why it's got the Fire Plate. Is it the Fire Plate or the Flame Plate? I'm not sure. It does get a boost though. Whatever plate that it carries still gives it a 20% boost, so don't get me wrong, it's still a good option. Changes the typing of Arceus and allows Judgment to become that type is pretty dope, and you get a boost of that, so it's an extra 20%. Maybe Cudgel. Right into Fluttermane is Sashed. This is probably Icy Wind. Yep. Which does nothing to Whimsicott, but it is going to hurt the Ogerpon because it's going to lower down its power or its speed one stage. It is Judgment. It is Judgment. That's okay. It's absolutely okay. We're going to go ahead and just bring out the Calyrex now, because nothing they can do to counter that now. And I can easily get a 2-hit KO here. Easily. Because they don't have anyone that really ignores it. And if they bring out Root Bonnet, depending on the type or the side that they brought it down, I can deal with it the next turn and just swap out Calyrex. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal at least on my side. Through Fluttermane. Okay, here comes Root Bonnet. It could also be Incineroar, which is also a good choice. It's Raging Bolt instead. Honestly, I mean, that's a good choice, but I think... Down goes Arceus. Honestly, I think one of the Dark types would have been a better pick there, to be honest. I still did a ton of damage though, so I'm not upset about that, but Groudon has to be one of them, right? Yep, there's Groudon. There's the Drought. Activates Photosynthesis, and that is special attack. I don't think it's going to be enough to get the KO on Calyrex. I could be wrong. But I did a ton of damage. just now. I'm just gonna go ahead and Stomping Tantrum. Hit Groudon. So I believe it's gonna Terra here. Here's Terra. It is Raging Bolt. Okay. Very interesting. It's still not something that's, you know, it's still neutral. Okay, protect. Okay. Astral Barrage. Please get a crit. Please get a crit. Please take down. Please, 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 please. I don't know if you'll be able to do it. No. That would have been able to do it for me if I would have focused on that. But I was really thinking Electro Web. That's actually going to affect my Calyrex quite a bit. Ogerpon going down 2, but it's not terrible. And I'm just going to go ahead and Horn Leech the Groudon now. Oh, look at that! 2 HP! Look at that! It is barely clocking that survive. +1. Now I might be slower. No, I mean, I could be slower than Groudon. I could absolutely slower than Groudon. Please don't be though. I'm not. Okay. I'm getting significantly less HP though. That was also a crit. That was a crit. I'm at 16 health. Them using the Terra on Raging Bolt was probably like their worst decision. But now I need to get these 2 Pokemon out as best as I possibly can. It's Fluttering. Because Tailwind's gone now. Oh, this is our last Pokemon. Oh. It's our last one. Okay. I'm just... It can't knock out both, right? I think speed was heightened. I'm just... Okay, I was gonna say, I don't think it can knock out both. It's got Icy Wind, I know that for sure. Had the Sash for the item, so there's not a whole lot of options that they could do. Yeah, they do outspeed me, but if they only have one move, or maybe like a single target move after that, it's... Like what, you take down Calyrex and then Ogerpon has their way with them, and vice versa. I mean, it's kind of hard to pick after that. Okay, we've got Koraidon, Hoopa, Indeedee, Incineroar, Ogerpon Fire, and Raging Bolt. Okay. Taunt is still a problem, or might be still a problem. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, Indeedee is going to be an issue for sure. I think walking in with these 2 first is going to be my best option, but I believe it's going to be Indeedee X, and then which I won't have like real options or way of dealing with that. Also, I don't think Helping Hand gets negated from the Psychic Field. It is still a priority move. I'm gonna tread on that very lightly, but I am gonna bring these 2 again. You see how often I'm clicking Ogerpon though? It's like every single time. Ogerpon or Urshifu are like absolutely, especially if I have to pick like an offensive attacker. Obviously Whimsicott is probably like one of the most Pokemon that I pick. And I have to, honestly. I honestly have to. Raging Bolt and then Incineroar. Okay. Okay. Okay, the Ogerpon is kind of a little bit of an issue. But I could go you and Spiky Shield, because the Fake Out's gonna come in, and instead of, I could swap out to Zama. But right now I resist whatever Raging Bolt does, and I also, I'm neutral against Incineroar though. So the question becomes, do I want to click that slot, or do I want to not? That's interesting. I think next turn I do want to swap out of Ogerpon just so that I don't have the -1. Save the Terra too. No Fake Out. Okay. Thunderbolt goes into Ogerpon, gets completely shut off. Flare Blitz into Whimsy. That's a KO. That's a KO. Okay. So, and I want to be a little bit more offensive now. Grab Calyrex. I'm going to go straight into this cat. I'm going to go right into Incineroar and get the KO. Astral Barrage, Terrasilize. We're going to hit it with Stomping Tantrum. So it's going to be not -1. It's going to be normal. So it's not +1. It's not a -1. We set ourselves back to 0. At least this way I can actually hit it for quite a bit of damage, and I put Raging Bolt on high alert because now I can possibly get the KO with Calyrex this way. Astral Barrage. And I don't get the KO, but I put Incineroar in range, and I do. KO. Incineroar goes down. Snarl. It's actually not great. Not for Calyrex anyway. That -1 sucks. But it's faster than Raging Bolt for sure. Now, if they bring out Koraidon, that's gonna put a lot of dampers into my plan. Because Koraidon's in the team. Koraidon and Hoopa, right? Like the way that they're playing is pretty interesting. It feels like they want to do like a Trick Room thing or just kind of lead it up to like a big thing, but I'm not sure. Okay. Ooh, Indeedee. Now that's something. We'll Astral Barrage, and I will hit the Indeedee because I'm gonna get Follow Mead. But I'm not +1, so I don't think I'll get the KO now. I don't think I'll get it. I'm neutral right now. But I think Thunderclap's going to come out and take down Calyrex. I'm really, really unsure. I think the swap from out of Calyrex into someone else is probably better. I'm just kind of second guessing myself right now, and I really don't think I should. Honestly, don't think I should, but I am. Oh, they withdrew Raging Bolt. Okay. This food. Nope, Koraidon. Okay. Ooh, I don't. No. Ooh. I do like that shiny. It's so cool looking. Oh, you boosted up my fire move. Let's go. You just made it easier to KO Indeedee. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Koraidon's just going to take a little bit of a beating, but you know what? Indeedee is going to go down for sure. Wow. Even at minus, or I shouldn't say minus, even at neutral, at 0, you brought out the sun and made it really, really hard for me to go down. You made it incredibly hard for me to go down. Okay, and special attack was heightened. This is where I need to swap. So we'll swap. Oh, that's, oh, I mean, no, I have to, right? I have to swap. Because they're gonna Thunderclap, yeah. They have to Thunderclap into, oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, like, they have to Thunderclap into Calyrex to get the KO there, and then they knock out my Ogerpon because they outspeed me. I don't have Tailwind up, so it's very possible that they can do that, and then Collision Course into Zama is like almost a guaranteed. Right? Am I wrong? I don't think they Terra'd yet. I think they still had a Terra option. They had Thunderclap, or am I just misremembering that match? I don't know. It was still up in the air. They could have definitely taken it from me. It's not like I was completely like not over it, but maybe they were slower in general just because of Trick Room. Entity didn't move at all, which suggests that 100%. Oh, maybe. I don't know. All right, we have Koraidon, Fluttermane, Incineroar, Lunala, Mungus, and Ursaluna. Okay, so how do I deal with this? I have to bring in Whimsicott because Fluttermane's going to get a boost from the sun, which is going to make it incredibly unfair. They don't have anyone specifically that's going to resist me. So Calyrex is actually really, really good here. But if they get, okay, here's my thought process. I bring in Calyrex and Whimsicott. If they have Fluttermane, I go with Tailwind. If they don't, I Moonblast or I Tailwind into something else to kind of get that spot taken care of. I could also go this into these two. That way I have Taunt to stop Lunala. I won't be able to really I'll be able to outspeed, but I won't be able to KO anyone specific if it's like this. I guess I'm just gonna have to give it a shot. If they have Koraidon turn 1, Urshifu is kind of, it is not gonna be as effective as I would like it to be. 100%. It's actually gonna struggle. It's gonna be a major struggle fest. Okay, Lunala. Okay, we can work with this. We can absolutely work with this. So here's what I want to do, right? I'm going to Tailwind, and I'm going to Taunt into Lunala. And I just want that to be turned off because I'm going to lose Whimsicott here. Okay, Koraidon swaps. Here comes Ursaluna. Amoonguss. Okay. I'll take that. Amoonguss is fine. Tailwind. Okay, Taunt. Okay, fell for the Taunt. Cannot use Trick Room after Taunt. Okay. So here's what I'll do next. I'm going to Moonblast Lunala. And I'm going to Taunt. Actually, should I swap now? No, I should not swap. But the weather kind of screws me. You know what? I'm just going to protect. And they don't swap. Amoonguss is fine. Okay. I was going to say, like, Amoonguss could use Rage Powder, could also do other things, but I'm gonna just get rid of the shield on Lunala. Moonblast is gonna go right to the Urshifu. Gets rejected. If I had U-turn to be perfect. It's leftovers. Gotcha. Okay, I have done enough to keep the shield off. I had done enough, and we're gonna continue hitting it. But I'm gonna activate. Super effective. Okay, we're gonna go after Lunala. We're not gonna be able to do a whole lot of damage, but like right now I could taunt into Amoonguss and shut it down for the most part. Okay, this is probably gonna go back into Koraidon then. Ursaluna. Okay. Okay. Turns of taunt they have left. They should have 2. Next turn will be 1. Blast. Strikes. I know this is in the sun still. I mean, they're all critical hits. There's not a whole lot that I can do. Moonblast, Urshifu, it's not enough to get the KO. Drops special, and you know, I'm okay with the special attack loss. Alright, let's see where Lunala is going to sit at the end. Never mind. Never mind at all. I'm going to... I have one more turn of Tailwind. I'm going to protect here, and I'm going to taunt there. I thought I had one more turn. They're probably going to swap, which would make a whole lot of sense, but Ursaluna is pretty much under fire. So it's Koraidon. Okay. Koraidon, Amoonguss, Ursaluna, and Lunala. Okay. Protect. So I'm going to let Urshifu go down. I'm going to taunt the Amoonguss, so no redirection for you. Sod. Okay. So they're out. They're going to have to retreat Amoonguss. And I get a free switch in. And I'm going to bring in Zama. Because right now would not be okay to bring in Calyrex, because I can't do anything against Ursaluna. But I'm going to Moonblast into Amoonguss, and I'm going to Body Press into Ursaluna. It's going to protect, but I'm assuming Amoonguss is going to swap because it can't do anything right now. Like, literally, it can't do anything. Can't Spore, can't Rage Powder. Okay, figured that was going to happen. They don't swap either. Okay. They probably saw that too. Fallen Puff. I'm okay with that. Thinking that's Sash. It's not. The weather's gone. Let's go ahead and activate Tailwind. Are you going to swap Ursaluna? Because you can't protect again. I mean, if I was them, they know that I can do it, and I will get the KO. I want to Crunch. Please be Lunala. I mean, it's not. It's going to be Koraidon. It's Luna. Oh, I guessed it. I guessed it. I guessed it. I guessed it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Tailwind. Tailwind. And Crunch. Koraidon would have been the better choice, to be honest. It would have absolutely been the better choice. Fallen Pup again. But it fails because you tried to heal your own Pokemon. Try to heal the Lunala, it does not work. Now Trick Room cannot be activated, and now I am higher speed than anyone else. They have not used their Terra. I can tell that for sure. So this should do a ton of damage. And I'll just go ahead and just go into Koraidon. Okay. Fair. Fair. I mean, it's times 4 against Whimsicott, so it would have gotten the KO anyway. Here's the Spore, which I'm okay with. And we're just gonna Moonblast right into Koraidon again. And I could potentially swap. I'm gonna Wide Guard to force the turn 1. Because I couldn't really do anything to Amoonguss otherwise. I can't stop Spore. Zama's fast asleep. Rage Powder. You... Okay. Yeah. Whimsicott's a grass type and ignores Rage Powder. Just 100% ignores it. So, yeah, we're good there. Now it's Ursaluna. And you're already burnt, so you don't really have to do anything specific. But I need to protect. And I'm just going to go ahead and Wide Guard again, thinking that I'll just wake up. Protect. Nope, Zama's still fast asleep. So, there's the Rage Powder. This is their winning strategy. And on Rush. Oh! Oh, owie. Owie. That 100% hurt. Like a lot. That Tailwind's gone, but it doesn't really matter now. Bring out Calyrex. We don't really need to activate that. What we'll do instead is I'll just focus on to Amoonguss. Why not? Yep, figured that was gonna happen. Unless you doubled. You didn't. Sidekick. Bop. That's enough. Yep. Okay. Yep, that's okay. Calyrex gets a +1 Grimday boost. And I doubled into that slot thinking that I was not going to be able to get the KO. But you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm absolutely okay with it. And you're burnt. You have a -1 to defense and special defense. And guess what, my boy? Ursaluna, you are now cooked. Absolutely cooked. Blammo. Oh my goodness. That was a long fight. Absolutely long fight. Ooh, okay. We have Kyogre, Zama, Chimpao, Dragonite, Rillaboom, and Iron Treads. We don't really have to worry about outspeeding anyone specifically, but we do have to make sure that we can withstand whatever Dragonite, Chimpao are going to try to do. So I think we walk in with Whimsy and Urshifu, and then we go with Zama and Calyrex. Now, I would like to go in with Ogerpon. Ogerpon can drastically cripple that Kyogre, and also, you know, Chimpao and Rillaboom, and can do stuff to Iron Treads. But I mean, oh, now that I think about it, I mean, I counter a lot with just Ogerpon by himself. Dragonite not so much, but if it goes Terra Normal, it becomes just a normal target. Right here would be a perfect opportunity, or the reason why you would want to bring in Terra Ghost for Urshifu, but it's not like I haven't seen this strat before. And if I think that their biggest way of winning is to target one of my Pokemon, then we could obviously swap in Calyrex. We just need to take down Chimpao before that ever could happen. And obviously I could bring in Calyrex first and, you know, start the battle off correctly, but if they open up with Chimpao, Calyrex can't do anything until it's Terra Dark, and then it can do a lot of things. But until it's Terra Dark, it can't do anything. I also might change it to Fairy, but then I become very weak to Poison and oh goodness, okay. Urshifu and Whimsicott versus Dragonite and Chimpao. Okay, so how do we want to do this? I could go straight across, right? I could go very much straight across and be okay with this, because it's not like I'm gonna get Tailwind off, because priority is huge. The unfortunate part, yeah, I'm just gonna go straight across, because this is probably, oh, it's not Terra Normal. Okay, not enough. You thought it was enough, but it was not enough. That might be multi-scale. One, two. This is gonna take down Chimpao. If that was Terra Normal Dragonite, they would have done it. They absolutely would have taken down Urshifu for sure. But they obviously saw that, oh, I could do this. And yeah, changing to Calyrex then would have been like a really, really good slot. I don't think that's going to be anything worthwhile now. So they're just going to have to deal with that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and protect and just swap to Calyrex. Save Urshifu. Since I didn't Terra, I got to save my Terra target. So now my Zama could use it for someone else. I'm protecting, obviously, Whimsicott here so that I can set up for next turn for Tailwind so that I can outspeed. But right now, no extreme speeds are going to be able to hit any of my Pokemon, because Calyrex is going to come in and he's a ghost type, and he goes, no, I don't get hit with normal type moves. And you're not going to body press because I don't worry about that either. So I'm cool. I'm good. Swap in Calyrex. Now they could also crunch, and if they do that, I'm boned. I'm just boned. They could easily just plan that, but I think I'm one of the only players in the world that play crunch on Calyrex. All right, Zama goes in, gets the Terra for grass. At least I think. I'm not sure, but I might be. I'm a mad lad like that. Mad lad like that. Mad lad like that. Wow. Extreme speed goes into Whimsy, so we did guess that. Behemoth Bash is in Calyrex. Okay. Let's do Helping Hand. And just gonna go for, I could go Draining Kiss. Actually, let's go Draining Kiss. Yeah, let's go Draining Kiss. Why not? I like that. Go ahead and use White Guard. Go ahead. Do it. Do it, 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 do it. Find out what happens. White Guard it up, bro. White Guard it up, bro. Helping Hand. Are you gonna White Guard? Extreme speed into Whimsicott. Doesn't get the KO. No White Guard. Draining Kiss. Thank you. I still get a lot of HP back. I got a special attack bonus. Behemoth Bash on the Whimsy. I mean, it gets taken down. It's fine. That's fine if it did its job. That's fine. All right, so now they're at their last two. I wish I could see the board. From here, I wish I could see the last two. Let's bring out Urshifu. That's fine. I'm fine with this. I can't read that. Okay. And it is Work Drive for boost energy, and speed was heightened. Okay. It's Ground Steel. So I want to protect. And I think I'm going to swap the Zama now. Yeah, I have a +1, but that doesn't really matter. Protect here, because I'm going to lose him next turn. I know that I am. There's the Wide Guard. Iron Head goes into the Protect. Okay. So, how fast is this Pokemon? That's my question. If it's not fast at all, I'm not going to have anything to worry about. It's got a Defense 1. No one has any effects, which sucks, which means that that Pokemon's going to be the fastest. You know what? I will, it's got Iron Head. It absolutely has Iron Head. It doesn't really matter what I do. Yeah, you know what? I'll just do that, and then, I'll double into that slot. I'm okay with that. Fudge. Actually, that might work in my favor. Oh, nope. Never mind. That's, higher than 149. Okay. I was like, well, actually, nope. Does not work in my favor. If I would have swapped into Calyrex then, I probably would have been able to save it. But I'm okay with that outcome. I just need to get off Draining Kiss. I'm gonna go Shadow Ball. And I'm gonna go into that slot. I'm gonna Terastallize to get rid of my ground weakness. I don't think they have anything specific that's gonna super affect me. I don't know if they have body press or not, but I know that I have potential to get KO'd by this Iron Treads, and I don't want that to happen. Right now, it definitely has a boosted speed. I don't know how it caps at. It might specifically cap higher than 222. If it does, I'm in trouble. But if it doesn't, we might be fine. I don't know. I don't have calcs for Iron Treads. I do not have calcs for Iron Treads. Goes for the double, fails. Shadow Ball. Gets the KO. Let's go. Must be incredibly frail. Incredibly frail. Body press. Oh yeah, that's not very effective at all. Oh, it's neutral. Okay, never mind. Body press with the fighting. Okay. It's like, why was mine weaker? Why was mine way weaker? Are you saying that they have, like, I'm max HP. I'm literally max HP. I can't go any higher. I can't go any higher. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Dang. Oh, that was a good fight. I want to know if Iron Treads is faster with the booster energy or if it's slower. Oh, it's chugging. Okay, here we go. Iron Treads. I honestly want to see what it caps at. Ooh. Okay. Let's just put the booster energy on it. 237. It does outspeed Calyrex without setting the nature. Just putting the booster energy on it and just having the 252 in speed. So depending on how its other stats was built, that's how it was able to withstand whatever it was trying to do. But obviously their Zama was faster than 149 and mine's got 1 point in it. So Urshifu's base speed, no, I shouldn't say base speed. It has 252 in its speed, but I'm adamant not anything else. So that where it hits 149. My Zama with 4 points, just 1 extra stat point is 149, which makes those two kind of go half and half. But I'm super interested in their Zamazenta and mine, because if their Zamazenta was taking my body presses easier, I'm like, what? Because I'm literally 252, 244, 4, 4, and 4. Being adamant nature. Is it bigger? I mean, obviously it's bigger because like it's one is super effective, one's not. Yeah, it's 25. It's 25. Now their body press did a lot more to mine, and I'm Terra fighting. So they had to be max attack then, or at least max defense. 252, and let's put a defensive Terra or a stat on it. Let's do Impish. Impish kind of looks like what it is, and that's with the +1. We'll make theirs faster just so that they get the extra. Okay, so it's a 43% chance to 3-hit KO with no healing from like Grassy Surge or anything. my guess is that they had a defense plus nature. I don't know what the minus is, with full investment in 252 in defense, and they were higher than 149, so they might have been well, they were 150 plus. I don't know where they put the rest of the stats in, but I'm assuming it went like 252 or like just so that they were able to equate the speed. So it might be like 190, maybe 195. 190 puts my damage at 24 to 29%, which looks likely. And then they were able to outspeed me with the obviously speed tier that they have. So with this set, and you can probably just go this way. With this set, you have 184 EVs, 252 in defense, maybe 4 in special defense, if at anything at all, and 68 speed. I mean, you can go higher, but it doesn't give you a stat point, so you just want to do 68. But I don't know. I'm surmising. I don't think that's the correct one, but that could be obviously what it is. I was just really curious about how other people play Zama, and it seems like theirs does more damage than mine does. And it's only because of the fact that their defense is hitting 211 and mine's only 161. Mine came out on top, baby. I'm just saying. Good match, though. Great match overall. And that, ladies and gents, Pokefans alike, is going to be the end of today's video. Happy Saturday once again. We are ending at 1,192. 54 battles with 31 wins and 23 losses. Guys, I don't know how to tell you, but we are killing it. Absolutely killing it right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now, I don't want to get myself like a big, ego and stuff like that. I am very grateful for the plays that we did. We made the correct reads, and sometimes they were just based off of luck or just putting myself in their shoes. And oh my God, the things that we predicted were actually true. And I'm very, 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 very happy that it turned out exactly like that. So yes, yes, yes. I think we went 5-1 today, maybe 4-2. If I remember correctly, we went 5-1, and then 6 points later, I think we went one more point in loss, and then the rest went into wins. I'll have to look back in the footage from yesterday to kind of confirm that, but I think we did incredibly well. We absolutely did. So I'm incredibly happy. So I'm not gonna continue talking very much longer. I'm just gonna celebrate my win in peace and quiet and start getting resources together for the new team that we're gonna be showcasing hopefully in the next few days. The team that I would like to do is really, really interesting, and I'm going to put it out on paper, see what it comes out of, test whether or not Final Gambit does work on Ghost Pokemon, and then go from there. And again, just because it looks great on paper may not work in actual repetition. So we're just going to like put this on the drawing board and just see how far we go. And we're still going to try to aim for top whatever. I mean, this is probably like the highest that I've hit and actually stayed. So this is dope. I'm excited for this. So we won't make any drastic changes to where we lose all the time, but we will have to come up with some sort of way to deal with priority now, because everyone seems to be using that now. I mean, it's been abundantly clear in the last 6 matches, priority is coming up again. So you will have to play for that going forward. But if you guys made it this far, shout outs to you. Love you guys for doing that. It lets me know that you guys like what you watch, and it lets YouTube know maybe you want to see more content like this. Do me one last favor before you click off though. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help out the channel quite a bit. And you can also keep up and informed by hitting the notification bell and putting the bell set to all. I know that I haven't been good at notifying you guys what's been going on when I'm out, and I will start doing that now since my laptop is now set up to be able to do YouTube stuff. Not editing per se, but I could probably do some shorts while at work and get that stuff set up and have that ready to go instead of having everything done on my phone, because there's some limitations that my phone can do that my computer is not limited to. So there's that stuff. And yeah, so that's going to be changing to be a little bit more better for communication going forward. for now, that's it. That's all that I've got. So thanks for watching one more time, and I will see you guys again later on. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Anyways, have a good one. Until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you later. Peace.